These common dog food ingredients are slowly harming your pet. Today, let's take a closer look at what really goes into many commercial dog foods. At first glance, the labels might look fine, some of the ingredients even sound healthy. But once you dig deeper, you realize a lot of it comes from waste products of the meat industry and other sources you wouldn't want near your dog's bowl. Let's break down the most common harmful ingredients. 1. Ground whole grain corn. This isn't sweet corn you'd eat off the cob. It's usually field corn, dent corn, the same kind fed to cattle. It's cheap, starchy, genetically modified, and often contaminated with glyphosate, a weed killer linked to cancer. On top of that, corn can sit in storage for long periods and develop aflatoxins, toxic mold byproducts that damage the liver. Since corn is usually the main ingredient, dogs end up eating large amounts of a carb-heavy filler that spikes blood sugar, leading to obesity, diabetes, and liver problems. 2. Meat and bone meal. Sounds nutritious, right? Unfortunately, the quality is questionable. This protein source can include what the industry calls the 4Ds, animals that were dead, dying, diseased, or disabled. This can mean roadkill, expired livestock, zoo animals, and even euthanized pets. The rendering process cooks everything at high heat, killing bacteria but also destroying nutrients, while potentially leaving behind drug residues like pentobarbital, the chemical used for euthanasia. 3. Soybean meal. Dogs aren't designed to digest soy. The version used in dog food is usually GMO soy that's been chemically processed with solvents like hexane, a component of gasoline. The protein it provides is incomplete, and soy compounds can disrupt thyroid function, lower testosterone, and even affect unborn puppies if a pregnant dog consumes it. 4. Animal fat. This sounds like a natural ingredient, but the label often reveals it as a source of omega-6 fatty acids. That's a red flag because it means cheap, recycled oils, like old fryer grease from restaurants, can legally be mixed in. These oxidized fats damage cells and mitochondria, acting almost like carcinogens. To make matters worse, they're often preserved with BHA or BHT, chemicals banned in Europe for being cancer-causing, but still allowed in US pet food. 5. Corn gluten meal. Despite the name, it doesn't contain gluten. It's a leftover byproduct from making ethanol and other grain products. It contains a poorly absorbed protein called zein, which offers almost no usable nutrition for dogs. Basically, it's another cheap filler. 6. Chicken byproduct meal. This includes ground-up carcasses, bones, organs, and sometimes feathers from chickens that may have been given antibiotics. Again, many of these chickens can fall under the 4Ds. It's far from the same as feeding your dog real chicken. 7. Artificial colors, red 40, yellow 6, blue 2. Why would dog food need food coloring? It's not for your pet, it's for marketing, to make kibble look like it contains vegetables or variety. These dyes have been linked to hyperactivity, neurological issues, and even tumor growth in humans. 8. Animal digest. This is essentially slaughterhouse waste that gets hydrolyzed into a flavoring powder. It makes kibble taste better to dogs but adds no real nutrition. 9. Wheat middlings. Another filler ingredient, this is the sweepings left over from milling wheat. It's cheap, low in nutrients, and sometimes contains ethoxyquin, a preservative banned in Europe due to its cancer risks. So, what's the result of all this? When dogs eat these fillers, chemicals, and low-quality proteins, they're more likely to develop weight problems, diabetes, liver disease, arthritis, dental issues, cataracts, and even cancer. Dog food packaging may show juicy steak, carrots, and peas on the bag, but the actual ingredients tell a very different story. What to look for instead? When choosing dog food, avoid anything with meat byproducts, corn, wheat, or soy fillers, artificial preservatives or colors. Better options include foods with whole protein sources, like salmon meal, white fish, or chicken, healthy legumes, peas, lentils, flaxseed, and natural sources of fiber. These are far closer to what your dog actually needs.